Link down below as always to credit where I'm getting my info from. In this case, it's IGN with the 6 most exciting things about Dying Light, the Beast, that comes out in exactly a month from today on August the 22nd. So make sure you check out that video. It's about 9 minutes long. And then right down below, there is a 30-minute extended gameplay trailer, which was seen on IGN first. You should definitely check that out. I've been watching it. Seems like a lot of fun. While this is kind of playing in the background and you're not focused on this, I just want to go through some of the notes that I have come up with to do sort of like a quick recap on what is going down with Dying Light the Beast. So the highlights. Kyle Crane returns as the protagonist 13 years after the events of Dying Light the following long captivity and brutal experiments that transformed him into a hybrid creature. Originally intended as DLC for Dying Light 2, the project expanded into a full standalone title due to the scope, growth, and the development leak. Launching on August the 22nd for PC, Xbox Series X and X, and PS5 Pro, I'm sure. PS4 and Xbox One versions will actually follow at a later date in 2025. You're even lucky your punk ass is getting anything. So don't be complaining about the release date. Gameplay innovations, Beast Mode. A ferocious temporary ability granting Crane super strength, agility, devastating melee attacks, and environmental object hurling. Powers are fueled by combat buildup and subject to cooldowns. Weapon and vehicles. Firearms return for the first time since the original Dying Light, balanced with scarcity and noisy drawbacks. There's going to be new 4x4 vehicles that can be driven, fuel dependent, and prone to attracting threats, obviously due to the noise. The setting and the structure, it's going to be in Castor Woods. It's a handcrafted rural valley environment inspired by Twin Peaks, featuring diverse biomes like swamps, forest farms, and abandoned industrial zones. Parkour remains essential to navigation throughout. A linear cinematic narrative, departing from Dying Light 2's branching RPG style. The Beast follows a focused storyline intended to officially resolve the unresolved plot threads. It also sets up a possible future event via post-credit hints. Estimated playtime for this is about 18 hours for this story-driven content. Now, the map size is roughly that of the base game of Dying Light, so that's about 70% smaller than Dying Light 2. As Dying Light 2's map was about 25 square kilometers, which works out to like 9.4 square miles. Dying Light the Beast is around 7 square kilometers or 2.7 square miles, which goes in line with what the developer said would be along the lines of the original base game of Dying Light. Survival horror focus, Techland emphasizes the return of visceral roots of the original. A dense day-night cycle, refined enemy AI, resource scarcity, and truly tense nighttime encounters, which is what a lot of people were complaining about in Dying Light 2, because I have to admit, for me, it was a perfect balance. It was awesome. I was like, oh, I can totally deal with this. Well, yeah, because they made it a lot easier, because in Dying Light, the original, I never finished it because my punk ass couldn't handle it. I could do hardcore mode Resident Evil, but somehow I could just never get the hang of the original Dying Light, and I'm just being honest. I couldn't do it. I tapped out. So combat feels heavier and more strategic in this title here, The Beast, especially when wielding Crane's Beast Mode in focus boss battles and crowd clearing. What this means for fans: story closure. The game confirms Crane's fate as the canon ending from the following. Explaining his resurrection and continuing arc, it fills many narrative gaps. Mixed fan reactions. Some community members lament that the Beast repurposes DLC space originally promised for Dying Light 2, shifting focus away from its characters and storyline. Still, many fans are excited about revisiting Crane's journey, exploring what's changed both personally and mechanically. All I know is that people that have the deluxe edition of the game, if I'm not mistaken, they get the standalone title here for free. I just need a sip from my zero sugar root beer. Sponsor this shit. I'm just saying. So good. I'm super excited for it. Like, super pumped. Part of me goes, oh my god, the map is going to be so tiny. Let me just kind of hide this now. We don't need this. But you know what? If it's more jam-packed, it's more detailed, this, that, and the other thing, then you know what? I'm okay with that. Not everything has to be a big sprawling empty map. Mind you, there's nothing empty about the Dying Light 2 map. However, the narrative branches that we had, sometimes convoluted at times, I actually really enjoyed it. So for me, this title is actually not going to replace Dying Light 2. It's definitely going to replace Dying Light the following. And yeah, that's as simple as that. When a game comes out, like tons and tons of people around the world, I will be recording footage on it, keeping up with it, see how it runs on the PS5 Pro, just all that fun stuff. And hopefully I'll get at least 10 views per video. I think it's going to be a great game. I have high hopes, high expectations. So as always, there you go. That's what, see that right there? That right there. That's watch it. We're going to do it again. So thumbs up if you like the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm, right? And trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people look shit up online. But if you give this video a thumbs down, I'll bend it in half. I'll twist it. That'll be your ass right there. That was like perfect timing. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, obviously that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, I don't blame you. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, just maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.